Well, should we introduce the episode first?
Hello, welcome to the podcast.
That's so unenthused.
Hey,
Hello,
hey,
welcome to
what?
the
Hey,
podcast today.
thanks for listening.
Thanks for coming by. We know this is the
Sorry,
energy you're always
sorry.
looking for. Okay, okay,
This is
okay.
your favorite podcast.
Your fave.
Whatever. I was calling it by its full middle name.
By its by its full middle name. That's cute. I like
Yeah,
it. No, we don't want to tell people what their favorite is, but we know.
it's the government name. Yeah, yeah. Fave actually stands for Favicon. It's actually a podcast about the little tiny icons that are in your favorites. Hey everybody, welcome back to your fave pods, episode 5. I'm back. I'm Octo.
And I'm Misty.
Episode 5. Staying alive.
Staying alive. Let's not get demonetized. Oh wait, we are monetized.
Misty, what have you been up to? I don't know. We're just gonna talk today, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna do a little update, give a little chatty chat, have a little conversation, say hi guys, we've missed you so, and we're back. Yay! So this will be more of a conversational podcast episode, and then next month we'll get back to our regular segments. Yay! Okay, so
Before we get into it? What's new in your life? What's been happening? How you doing? How's everything?
well, I guess this would kind of be considered getting into it though, because last episode I did a whole AI episode, which was fun because I couldn't talk. My TMJ got so severe that I could hardly open my mouth. And so recording an episode was just not possible at the time. Otherwise, I would have been talking with my mouth clenched the whole time, like,
Just
"Hi
God
guys,
shit.
how are
Hey everybody.
you?" Yeah, so
This is your favorite
it
pod.
really wasn't an option. Well, anyways, so my jaw pain was just so bad I could not handle it, and I had gone to um, actually I went to an ear doctor who actually told me to go to the dentist, because I've been having reoccurring ear infections. I don't know what's going on.
Mm.
I'm miserable. I don't know. It's crazy. Uh, I'm cleared up right now, so that's good. But that guy referred me to his dentist, and I got a new mouth guard. And let me tell you, I can talk again, and it's amazing.
Well, that's good.
It changed everything, and I'm so thankful because it was really
What's
getting
better
kinda
about the new
scary,
mouth guard?
honestly. So, my old mouth guard was just really old, and since I grind my teeth a lot, I don't think I actually grind, I think I'm a
Oh,
clencher,
you had turned your old one into dust.
basically. Basically, it's cracked in a few spots, it's really worn and it's old. So, if you guys are grinders or just clenchers, you definitely want to replace your mouth guard, especially if it gets cracked. And because what happens is it makes your teeth not sit in the right position, and then it causes the TMJ pain. So once I got that, it's been several weeks now, and I'm finally like back to normal. Like I'm not. I mean, I was in so much pain, and I went to a dentist originally, and he told me I should get Botox in my jaw. I was like,
Mm,
"No." What?
interesting.
Yeah, have you ever heard of that?
That was my first thought, actually.
Just get
That's
Botox, what's
actually
your problem?
well, I mean, that's my solution to most problems. Just get Botox. Life to you?
No.
Time for Botox.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
No money? Get some Botox, and just inject it into your hands so that you can't spend any more money.
Actually, I think they do inject Botox into your hands to help with sweat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I could use that.
I heard about that for hyperhidrosis at one point.
So I have that nice
Don't
dry
quote me on it,
handshake.
but I think that that's what it is. I think it's Botox, if I remember
Well, I'm just
correctly.
gonna try it out now. Not using it. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. I'll report
I
back.
mean, please go to a actual
Nope.
professional, and then they will be able to tell you for
I'm gonna get an
sure.
at-home kit off of what's the one?
Is that a thing?
Temu.
Oh my god. Do they can they actually, like, sell Botox to, like, normal individuals?
Probably not.
I hope not. But my TMJ got so bad that I had heard of it before because on Trash Tuesday, the girls on there, Annie and Kalila both have TMJ pain, and Kalila had actually gotten Botox in her jaw muscles, and she said she didn't like it because it changed the, like, shape of her smile and changed her face a little bit, and she didn't like it. And I was like, "Oh my god, I did not know that it would do that." So
Hmm.
when the dentist told me that, I was like, I'm not doing that. I like my face. I don't wanna change my face or change my smile. That would be awful.
Mhm.
So, I didn't even consider that as an option. But let me tell you, that pain got so severe, I was like, "You know what? Maybe I just need to give in and, like,
Talk me
do
up.
it temporarily, like, maybe just get it
Give
done
me
and
that
then
body tea, you
figure
know?
out a solution after that, because I was just in so much pain, like, so long like, for such a long period of time that it was just excruciating pain every single day, the whole day, and it was just awful. So, but I did get, the mouth guard that made a huge impact, and then I went to the chiropractor who was working on stretching my neck muscles, which apparently can be connected, and then also started getting, um massages for TMJ where, the lady also stretches out my neck and that whole area to loosen up the muscles, and so all of that combined has made such a night and day difference, so it's I feel so much better, and I haven't gotten a massage or gone to the chiropractor in, like, 2 weeks, and I'm still feeling good, so I'm like, "Thank goodness," because I went a few
That's
times.
good.
Yeah, and I do wanna go back, but, like, I just haven't had the time. But I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful because that pain was just the worst. I mean, I still have pain, and I'm probably just always gonna have pain because it's more stress related. So when things get really stressful, then I grind my teeth more. But, at least it's not what it was, thank goodness. So that's
Well, I'm
cool.
glad that the mouth guard worked out.
Yeah, me
You know,
too.
and that's
Thank
actually
goodness.
why we're sponsored today by, night grinders, night guards, night mouth guards, night grinders is what they're called. Do you like to grind
Night
at
mouth
night?
guards.
I know I do. And, if you like to, then if you're gonna need some protection, and if you want protection while you grind at night, night guards goes in your mouth, comes out in the morning, and, you won't have any more jaw pain. Uh, and there's no microchips in it. Definitely no
No
microchips. None.
microchips,
None
oh
at
my
all.
gosh.
Doesn't do anything weird at night. Don't worry about it and don't ask. And also don't videotape yourself.
Like that
That goes
Aura
to contract.
ring, have you heard of that?
I've heard about it. Is it like creepy or something?
Mm. So I know that, you wear this ring, it's called Aura. I think I think it actually starts with a O, which is funny because you wouldn't think Aura would be spelled with a O, but it tracks,
Aura.
like, your sleep, it tracks, like, your, um, heart rate, I believe, it tracks whether or not you've been, like, in, like, REM sleep and stuff like that, and it tells you, like, when you wake up in the morning whether or not you've had a good night's sleep, but
And
from
that
what
yeah,
I hear,
well,
like, some people
and
are
if you
like
aren't in REM sleep, they'll send Michael Stipe to your house and he'll do Lose My Religion, the acoustic version, and then he'll put you right into it.
put you right into it. From what I've heard, some people have said, like, "I woke up and it's like, you didn't have a good night's rest, but I feel rested." So, I
Yeah,
don't
they
know how
did a study
accurate
on
is
those,
it.
and yeah, they found that a lot of them are very inaccurate. Like, the heart rate usually is accurate, but a lot of the rest of it isn't.
Yeah, like, how can you really know just, like, using a ring? I don't know, I don't think it's enough, coverage to, like, be able to test that. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
But, yeah.
So, what else did I do? I did a lot of things actually since I've talked to you guys last. Um, I tried acupuncture. That was
How'd that
interesting.
go? Where did you get the needle stuck in?
Um, they went on like the base of my skull because this was also a thing. I was like, I'm having TMJ pain and I'm having shoulder pain and I also have back problems, so, like, can we do it all? So she did, at the base of my neck or the base of my skull, and then down my neck, and then in my shoulders, and then in, like, my back on each side. So the whole thing was, like, symmetrical, and boy, was I scared. I was so scared to go get needles stuck in me. I don't know,
Yeah.
like, have you've never done acupuncture, right?
No, no, no. I don't really believe in it. Um, are you afraid of needles normally?
Um, that's a excellent question. I don't wanna say I have a fear of needles, but,
Or
like,
you
I
don't
have
like
to
it?
watch if I'm getting a shot. I have to see it so it hurts less. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but for some reason
Interesting. Yeah.
yeah. Or when I give blood, I have to, like, watch them put the needle in. If I don't watch them, for some reason, it's like it hurts more. So if I watch
Mhm.
them, then it doesn't hurt as bad. Maybe because I can see and I know what's going to happen and I can kinda anticipate it, but if I'm not watching, then they like, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know when it's
usually
gonna go
prefer to
in.
watch. Well, and also I'm really easy to startle, so I'm always afraid that if I
Yeah.
don't watch, I'm gonna, like, jerk my arm and it's, like, gonna
Yeah.
jab all the way into my bone and then I'll die or something.
That's yeah, that's me too. I'm definitely easily startled. Even you could have your hand on me and then like be going, but if I don't know, if I don't see it, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I gotta be seeing the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I was really scared that it was gonna hurt, like the acupuncture, but the needles are so tiny and they're so thin that like
Mhm.
you barely really feel them. I was nervous because I thought I don't know what I thought. I thought it was gonna be painful, but it really wasn't. And I did feel some of them go in, but really what you feel is they put the needle on your skin, right, and then they tap it in. They tap like the like a
Tap it in.
steady little
Just tap
rhythm,
it in.
just
Tap
like
it,
a
tap,
tap,
tap
tap,
it.
tap, 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 tap until it gets in however deep they need to put it in, I don't know.
So deep put your ass
So,
to sleep?
I mean, it's very possible because let me say, they leave you in this room and it's all warm and cozy because they put the heat lamps on you, and then they put, like, nice soothing, like, meditation stuff, and then yeah, you could easily fall asleep. I'm not one to fall asleep, but 'cause I gotta always know what's going on at all times. Plus, I was on my lunch break, so I was, like, stressed. Like, I know the whole purpose was to try and not stress, but I was like, I think my alarm's gonna go off. I think my alarm's gonna go off the whole time." But,
Oh,
yeah. So, so she put all the needles in me, and I only felt some of them. Some of them I didn't feel at all. Like, the ones in my back, I didn't feel. I felt the ones in my shoulders, and I don't know if that was just I think not being able to see her doing it, I think made
mhm.
a big difference. But if she would have been in front of me, like, if she was putting them in front where I could see or, like, on my arms or something, and I could see each one, I probably would have felt it, if that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there was only it's just like a tiny little the ones you could do feel, it's just like a tiny little pinch. Like if you poke yourself with a tack, that's about it.
Yeah.
It's not you don't feel the needle, like, going in like you do when you give blood or get a shot. You don't feel it like that. It's nothing like that at all. And then,
Interesting. Do you feel like it worked? Do you feel like it helped?
I don't know, and, they said that, it's not something that's immediate. It's something that
Mm,
you would need to like most things, come back a couple of times before she said some people do uh have an effect. It has an effect immediately. Some people you have to come back a few times. Some people it doesn't work at all. So, it just depends on the individual, which it's like that with everything. So, not really surprising. But for me, I just went the one time, and then I spent my money on things that made more sense that would help me out faster, like
Mhm.
the massage and the chiropractor. I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
I love the idea of acupuncture, especially if it can be helpful for, like I've heard, like, for migraines, it's good and stuff like that,
Mhm.
but I'm like, "I need this relief right now." I'm, like, in so
Yeah.
much pain, we gotta go.
Yeah.
So, for me, going back a bunch of times, I wouldn't mind trying it for other things, like my back pain or my shoulder pain or my migraines, but for that, it was just like, I can't. I can't be spending this amount of money and not
Yeah.
getting relief that's, like, quick.
Yeah. I don't really believe in acupuncture. Like I was thinking, it's just going into the outer part of your skin. It's not even really getting to nerves. I don't really understand how it can do anything.
And I can understand and see why you feel that way, because for a long time, I was just like, "What? How could this be helpful?" But, they do hook you up to, like, a TENS machine. Do you know
Mm.
what a TENS machine is?
It's the thing that, like, shocks you and makes your arms and your muscles contract.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
they have the little clampies, and then they put those on all of the needles. Not all of them,
Mm.
but some of them, like the selected ones depending on where
Uh,
your pain is at, and then
I
they hook
see.
you up to that for a while, and you can feel it, and
Yeah, I would
she
think that that would hurt because it's, like, zapping into the straight into a
yeah.
needle.
So, I'm like, I was afraid to go too high on the levels because I was
Mhm.
going right back to work. Like, if I was off for the day, maybe I would have gone a little higher, but, like, she cranks it up and she's like, "Tell me, is this okay? Is this okay? You want me to go back down? You want me to go back up? Like, what do you want? Where are you comfortable?" And so I kept it pretty low, um, but Scallops had that done before, not with acupuncture, but when he was having issues with his neck, they put the patches on him, and he had that thing
Oh,
cranked
yeah.
up, like,
Yeah.
cranked, and I was like, "Oh, no." Like, I could see his neck twitching
Uh-huh.
because he got a little at home one too,
Mhm.
and they were like, "You can just do this at home, by the way." So,
Huh?
he ordered one off of Amazon, and he put it on he's like, "Can you put this on me? Because I can't, like,
Yeah,
match
yeah.
it, you know?"
On your
So I put
back.
him on,
Yeah.
and then he did it, and it was like you could see his, like, whole muscle, like, jumping. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Ah!" Oh my god. I was like, "I don't wanna do that." But it's supposed to be really good to help relax your muscles. So,
Mm.
that's what it's
Yeah, I've heard
for.
that that has some positive impact.
Yeah, and I had a coworker back in Vegas that, she had back problems like I do, and so she had a TENS machine that she would put, like she would just, like, tuck
Right up
it
her
into
butt.
her pocket and, like, put the
Oh.
patch I mean I mean, it was
Well,
right above her
if you wanna get to the spine, you know,
Yeah,
like,
I
get your
think it
that'll
was,
get
like,
you real
right above her
close.
butt. She put, like, a they had a big she had a big patch, though. His were, like, little tiny ones, but, it was,
Uh,
like, a big patch that she would hook it up, and I think it's, like, covered by the insurance and stuff, too. I was like, "Oh,"
mhm.
and she kept telling me to do it, and I was like, "That sounds scary, I don't know." Electrical pulses,
Well, and
okay.
if you put it on your temples, you can do it at home, electroconvulsive therapy,
Oh,
and deal
let's
with
not.
your,
Let's not. That's not a good idea. Stop it. Yeah, so I tried acupuncture, and then what else did I do? I did something else that was unexpected. Cupping. I tried cupping. Have you done cupping?
well, I mean, I don't like to talk about these sorts of experiences publicly. No, I haven't. That's another one that I think is kinda nonsense. It's just like, you know.
Oh, it's not, I could tell you. Just from my very first experience with it, it was shocking how much it helped. Like,
Mm.
'cause I got it from the same, masseuse that was stretching my neck. So, she stretched my neck all out, and then she was like, "Do you wanna try cupping?" And I was like, "I don't know."
We
Like,
just met.
I just didn't expect I knew that she did it, but
Copper,
I
I
just
hardly know her.
didn't I just didn't expect it because that's not what I was, like, going in for. And she was like,
Yeah.
"Well, if you just wanna try it, like, I'll do it for you and I won't charge you. You could just see if you like it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So, she did it for, like, I wanna say 10 minutes, and what they do is they put these little suction cups all over your wherever
Mhm.
your muscles need it, and then, they just tighten them so that way your skin is, like, pulled up a bit into the cups,
Do
and
they do it with, like, the way the traditional way it's done is with, like, just a cup, and then they put little, like, a fire thing in it, and then they put it on your skin, and then, like, the temperature change does the
I've seen that,
yeah.
but the lady that I went to doesn't do that. It sounds like
They
I
use
mean
they use, like, a milking device for cows where it's like funk, 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 funk.
yeah, it's like a bicycle pump or whatever. That's what it sounds like. It's like
Ah, I
like yeah, and it just pulls the air out. Um,
mm,
and boy, does it bruise. Let me
yeah.
tell you. I'll show you guys pictures because I did it twice, and yeah, I'll show you guys pictures because it's something. I mean, I've seen like the pictures of like first after it happens, it's like red, but I didn't know it was gonna, like, bruise long term, so that was, uh, surprising.
Mm,
It took, like, a few days. It wasn't, like, forever, it was just, like, a few days that I was bruised, so, like, the first, I would say 2 days after, like, leaning back in a seat, not that comfortable.
mm.
Like, I think my mom, like, had grabbed my like, grab my back, like, shoulder, and it was, like, right where one of them was, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Ah." And it was,
It's
like,
like
the
that
next
what is it
day.
with the Chinese Olympics, and they all of the swimmers had, like, the cupping marks all over them for the
Well,
remember that?
I don't know anything about that, but I could tell you that it really does make a difference because I didn't believe in it. I was like, I just don't see how this would help.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, I don't know anything about it, so, like, yeah, of course I'm not gonna get it because 'cause I'd never researched it or anything like that, but
Mhm.
that same day or not that same day, the next day, I came, into work and I was like, "Huh, this is wild." Like, I feel so relaxed. Like, with a
Mm.
regular massage, I don't feel this relaxed. And she didn't massage me. Like, I mean, she kinda went, like, a little bit on my shoulders, but, like, nothing like,
Yeah, to improve milk production
it
probably.
was more, it was more like she was feeling where my muscles were so tense. She wasn't
Mm.
actually massaging into them.
I see,
Like,
I
she
see.
spent all of her time, like, stretching out my neck and just kinda feeling around my shoulders and my back to see where, like, the tension spots were, and, like, if I had any, like, knots, which I'm just riddled with knots.
Riddled with Knots, the title of
So
your memoirs.
that's what they do, they put the cups in the spots where, your muscles are most tense, so that way it helps, relieve the tension. And boy, I mean, look, I don't have the best posture. I used to when I was younger. I had excellent posture. I was always perfectly upright and I would get
Mhm.
compliments on my posture. Now I mean I've worked at a desk for the better part of like a decade and a half, I would say. No, longer than
Yeah.
that probably. And so, like, you know, posture sucks when you sit all day. I tell you that. Especially if you're working, you have to bend down. And being creative, I always, I gotta lean over a table and work on shit or, be typing. You're like, you don't sit upright. I mean, if
Yeah.
you do, props to you because it is hard. It's real easy to get slumpy. It's real easy
Let's get slumpy. Let's
to
get
get slumpy.
let's get slumpy.
Yeah.
Uh, we're getting
And
slumpy. Tonight,
I
we're
was
getting
walking
slumpy.
around slump,
Uh,
slumpy, slumpy, slumpy. Get slumpy. Get slumpy.
okay.
I was walking in the office and I realized that my shoulders were all the way back. I was standing up straight. I felt more
Mm,
relaxed than any massage I've ever gotten. And I have gotten like hour and a half massages that were like full body massages. I was
body
shocked. I
massage.
was like, I can't believe this. Just for like a 10-minute cupping session. It might have been 15 minutes, but
Interesting.
my point
Interesting.
is it really made a difference, and I did not believe in it before going in and experiencing it, and the same thing the second time I got it done, so
Is it that
Pretty
you were like
cool.
pushing your chest forward so that your shirt wouldn't contact the bruises on the back of your and just walk around like
No, because really during the day, like normal things, it doesn't really bother you, but if it's when you push, like, up against a chair or something, or, like, when you're driving and you're leaning back, like, that's the only time it ever really affected me.
yeah, and
Or
like when you
when I
have your mind
sleep.
on your money and your money on your mind.
Money on your mind, money on your mind. Sleeping. Sleeping was the hardest part because, like, I try to fall asleep on my back or on my side, and it would always I'd be rolling over back and forth until I could, like, get settled, and yeah, that part was like, "Ow, ow, ow." But it was fine.
No,
It's not
yeah.
nothing that's not tolerable. So, it's nothing that's not is that am I saying that weird? But you know
No,
what I mean.
I think
It's
that's correct.
definitely tolerable.
I mean, intolerable is a word, but I think not tolerable is also perfectly appropriate.
Yeah. Oh, physical therapy. So, physical therapy is still something I wanna try. I have not, um, been able to do that just yet because I had other things come up that has prevented me from getting that referral to the physical therapy department because I I fell off my porch. I'm very clumsy, you guys. It's I should be in a bubble, to be honest. I fell off my porch and I hurt both of my feet. I like twisted my ankle and hurt both of my feet. So stupid. So that
That
kind of
sounds
has prevented
awful.
me. It was great. It was so fun. I recommend. Just kidding. Do not do that. It was
I'll try to
awful.
avoid it.
Yeah. So
Well,
because of that, I've been trying to deal with that. So I got x-rays done. I'm waiting to get the results, but the one that crunched backwards was the same one that I fractured a few years ago, so I'm very concerned. I've been wearing my boot from when that happened before because I had bought a new one like maybe 6 months before it was like fully healed. So it's still in decent condition.
mm,
So I've just been wearing that as a precautionary thing and been wrapping my other leg because of my ankle. So I've been wrapping my foot and my ankle, and yeah, just trying to be careful. And boy, does it suck, especially at work. But I brought the wheelchair to work, so I just wheel around, I wheel around,
wheel around.
I wheel around when I can't
I
walk.
wheel around in the chair at work,
I wheel around in the chair
isn't
at
it?
work when I can't walk no more.
Cardiff.
When my feet hurt too
Um,
bad, I can't do it. I just wheel around.
well, good.
Yeah, I'm not good at knowing my limits though, so it's a bit of a problem. Which is why it took like 2 years for my fracture to heal the last time.
Well,
I'm gonna
let's
be
work on
better.
that.
I'm gonna
Let's
be
work
better
on
this
that
time. Yes. I do
that
not want
skill.
to go through that again. That was awful. So I am trying to be better. I'm trying. Have you ever fractured any bones or broken any bones?
Not once.
Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. Knock on wood.
I got the strong. I got because I'm big boned. That's what my mom said.
I don't know if that's what it is, but it's definitely great. It's great that
It's all that milk they made us drink back in the day.
oh my god. Until I moved to Texas, I never broke or fractured anything. Texas is just putting me through it, man. It's crazy.
Yes. Well, that sounds like quite a week.
Yes, so that's pretty much all of my physical things that I was referring to before. Obviously I still need to work on getting better at managing my stress, but how have you been since the last we since last we podcasted? Have you been doing all of your jazzy things still?
Yeah. I've been jazzing. Been
Jazzing,
jazzing.
jazzing,
Uh,
jazzing. I've been
I haven't been.
jazzing.
For a long time I wasn't playing out anywhere because I was just practicing stuff, and then I spent a long time putting. I've been working on putting this Parker lick in 12 keys, and I've gotten through that to where I can do that pretty well. So now I'm gonna start working on some new tunes and a transcription of a solo and probably another lick. And but I went and played the other day after spending all this time practicing. I went to one of the jam sessions and played, and it went pretty well. So
Nice.
I'm satisfied with my progress.
Yay. That's so exciting.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, I'm starting to get sick now. I'm a little worried because I have plans for both sort of a karaoke night slash jazz where I have people coming out. Like my sister's gonna come out and some friends and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So if I get sick,
Oh, no.
I'm just feeling a little yucky. So we'll see.
Hopefully it's just like allergies or something.
Yeah,
I don't know about up
we'll
there,
find
but
out.
out here it's been really bad
Yeah,
the
a
last
bit. I don't normally have like a really bad a reaction to like seasonal allergies. But I also could have just irritated my voice and stuff and whatnot. So
coughing and being crazy.
being crazy.
Well, hopefully it just is better. Maybe you'll wake up tomorrow and you'll be like, I'm fine. Yay. That's what I
That's
hope.
what I'm hoping. But yeah, yeah, it's good times. Good times. That's all, pretty much all I've been up to. Working that. There's a new blues jam in St. Louis. That's pretty fun. I went to that.
Ooh.
I, s- I say new, but it was happening for a while and then they stopped. I think probably for COVID and are just now getting restarted. It's at the National Blues Museum, which I didn't realize was here.
Ooh.
Um,
That's cool.
yeah. Um, but yeah, it's cool. It's pretty like it's a big stage. It's a good house band. It's kind of focused more on listeners, I think, than like being for players, but which is fine. But yeah, it's cool. I went up and played a couple songs, and they were in difficult keys for me. But I did my best, and you know, that's how it goes.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's so exciting.
It's the same night as another jam session that I often go to that a friend of mine hosts. So I probably won't go all the time, but every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Is it at the like same time so you can really only go to one?
Yeah.
Ah, that's
I mean, they are like an hour overlap, but they're far enough away that it would be kind of a pain to go to
to
both.
both. Yeah. That makes sense. Well, that's cool. That's so exciting. So, what are your like okay, so you said you're working on maybe doing the solo thing, but do you have any other like specific kind of like goals with this?
Um, well, I mean, right now, my next thing I'm going to work on is just learning scales in all 12 keys. But I don't necessarily have a goal like a long term goal with it. Just
Just keep
I like doing
learning.
it, so I'm doing it. You know,
Nice.
I mean, at some point, it would be nice to be able to play as professionally, like for money, so that someday when I retire,
Right,
I don't
right.
have to be a Walmart greeter. I can be a jazz musician. You know.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be
And also
super
after,
cool.
the society collapses, my day job's gonna go away because big IT departments after the whole civilization is gone.
Right.
But everybody likes somebody who can play them some music.
Well, that's very true.
Especially we won't have electricity, so
Yeah, that's very
I,
true.
your headphones your phone is gonna be a convenience. Whereas me, I don't need any of that.
Yeah, I have no, I don't know, usable skills for when the society collapses, I guess.
I mean, you're
Entertainment.
crafty. You can make a bunch of
I
stuff.
can make things, I can entertain, that's about it. But I don't know. I don't know what my proper usable skills would be. I could definitely craft some shit and think outside the box for you. That's about
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Make you laugh. I'll be the
I
jester.
have, I have I have lots of skills that would be useful in the apocalypse. I think I can fix a bunch of stuff. I can
Mhm.
make cars work. I know
Yeah.
how to make biodiesel. I know how
Mm.
to do everything.
do everything. Well, that's good. Well, obviously, if there's an
I'll
apocalypse,
pull my way, yeah,
we're
in the
gonna find each
post-apocalyptic
other.
zombie era. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
I'll
know
pull my
where we're
weight.
gonna meet, but we're gonna fucking find each other.
Yeah. Yeah, we should establish a
I
spot,
was just gonna say that. Like, we need to pick a place that we need to, like, okay,
but it
within
can't be
X
yeah, it
amount of
can't be
time.
popular enough that, like, other people would go there as well, though.
Yeah, and we have to, like, I think a good thing is, like, we gotta pick a good spot that we can stay for an extended amount of time to give
We
people
just gotta
enough
pick
time
a,
to
like, a
get there.
we gotta pick, like, a nowhere town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. A nowhere town that's, like, still got the things that we need.
Yeah,
'Cause
like, it's
I
got,
would
like, a
assume
gun
people
store
living
and
in
stuff.
nowhere towns are probably gonna try to get the hell out of there, right? Like,
Well,
they're
and if they don't, we can just kill them all,
well, that's
and then
true.
and then we take over the town, and it's our town now.
I guess that's true. I just want
We'll
a
give them a
place that
chance to
has a
join us.
huge building that we can get on the roof. That's, like, my main goal. I wanna be able to be,
Mm,
like, up high, being able to see anything coming. That's what I want.
okay.
That's a priority. But, also, like, a place that
Interesting.
we can shelter in. So, you know.
Well, what if we just got, like, a really tall crane, and then we could, like, hoist up a little, like, cage where you could watch out, and we'll have a lookout up there,
Yeah, we could do that. Definitely.
and then that would allow us to be anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll build our own tower.
Deal. That works. I like that. Portable towers.
Tree houses. What about tree houses?
Ooh, I like the tree houses, but what if they can climb up the tree houses? But then they could climb up
Mm,
the cranes too, right? So,
yeah.
I guess anything they could that's why I like a
We
big
need a
building.
moat.
I like a big
We need a
building because,
moat.
like, trying to climb up a wall, that's not that easy.
That's true. But the only place you find those is in big cities, and then you're in
That's
the
true.
city, and then
We just need, like, a Home
the
Depot
population
or
city.
a Lowe's, something big with lots of things we can murder with.
Yeah.
Lots of weapons, lots of tools to fix things, board up the windows, you know. I'm good with either of those. And or a weapon store. I'm good with whichever.
Yeah.
An armory.
Or what about just we go mobile and we just have like a semi truck, and then the first trailer is full of gas, and then the second trailer is our trailer for living, and then we can
Okay.
even have a third. We can have like five because there's nobody on the road, and we'll just put a big like battering ram up front so we can drive through all the cars stuck on the highway.
Yeah, of course you gotta have
We could have
that.
like
That's a
we could have like
requirement.
10 trailers in a row. What
Definitely.
about a train?
I was thinking a train too. It's like a train would be good, but then
What about
you're
the
limited.
tracks
You're
or
so
yeah?
limited.
What if we put road wheels on a train? How about now?
Can you?
Road train. I mean, I guess that's just trucks.
That's yeah.
We're
Just
just
buses.
I'm just
It's just
inventing
buses.
a more complicated, worse truck.
RVs. That's just an
Oh yeah,
RV.
how about a convoy of RVs? Didn't they
Yeah.
do that in Walking Dead or
I
something?
don't know. I don't remember because I kinda stopped, like, watching it at some point, and I don't
Yeah, I did
remember
too.
exactly when, and I do
It
wanna
went on.
go
I feel like
back.
it went on way too long.
It did go on for too long. Like, it went past the point that I was
Coral,
like, "I just don't have the energy to go back
coral.
and watch this all." What?
Yeah, coral.
Coral! Yeah, but I do wanna go back and watch it. It just at the time, I had gotten behind on a season, and I was like, "Oh, I just don't have the
Yeah, that's
time to
how I
watch it
was.
right now," and then I got behind on another season, and I'm like, "Oh, now it's too overwhelming, I can't do it."
I also speaking of, I saw a little bit of um a show here with Royce. Oh fuck, what's his last name? Royce.
Royce the 5'9". Oh, just kidding.
I'll look it up. Um, Royce Martin, maybe. Hold
I
on.
have no idea, I'm bad with names. I'm good with faces, I'm terrible with names.
He did the score for a show that's on Hulu right now.
Mm.
That got like really popular. Um, well,
So where were you going with this?
no, just that it's cool that he
Oh.
like somebody from a local St. Louis, musician has because he's just like a musician here.
Oh, that's cool,
Um,
yeah. So, okay, I know jazz is just taking over your whole life right now. Do you feel like you have any other creative, like, plans that are not jazz related? Or are you just sticking to jazz for right now? You like 3D
Uh,
printing or anything like that? Or working on your car? Were you talking about selling your car?
yeah, I'm thinking about getting ready because now I drive little sports car with a rotary engine called an RX-8.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah,
and I love it, but it's also not exactly the most practical car
yeah.
to own.
But it's cool to have for a
Uh,
while, right?
well, yeah, and I love it, and I will be sad to get rid of it, and I would love it if I could just have like it'd be my second car, but I don't have a house or a garage, and
Yeah,
everything's super expensive, so
yeah.
it's not really an option. So and I was well, and that plan is on hold. That I was going to do that, but then I didn't have the title because
Oh, no.
here's my anti advertisement for Carvana is that they didn't they lost the title to it.
How
Well, and
dare they?
or rather, they sent it to their finance company, and finance company. Some one of them lost the title to it, and when I called
Just
them, they just sent me to the. They kept sending me one, sent me to the other, and then they
oh
would
my
send me back to
god.
the other one and be like, "Oh no, it was them, it was them, it was them." And eventually, I just had to apply for a replacement title,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Just file for a
which
lost
like
title.
is okay. It wasn't like hugely expensive or anything like that, but
No.
um, still like and they think pretty sure they did the same thing with my last car. And that's like been a problem with Carvana is that they
Oh,
have
no.
been both losing titles and selling cars that they don't ever have the title to, and some of them end up turning up stolen. And so, like this
Oh
car that
my
you just paid
god.
off, like you've been paying on, you paid off the
Has
car,
been
and now it's like
stolen
time
the
to deal
whole
with the title.
time.
And then you find out, yeah, it's been stolen, and you can't get a title for it.
Oh, that is yeah, so for those of you who don't know anything about anything, let me just tell you, like, you should if you're getting a car, like, from a place that you know is maybe a little sketch, like Carvana apparently, maybe
Yeah,
contact the, you know, DMV in your hometown and give them the VIN number. They can look up the VIN number and they can tell you, uh,
yeah, just
if there's any
just be
issues with the
careful out there.
title. Do your research.
Be careful out there. But anyway, so yeah, I was gonna do because like if you get a new car or finance a car, like interest rates are crazy right now. But
Yeah.
Mazda had a 0% financing deal, but that ended before I got the title, the replacement
Ugh,
title. So the plan's on hold for now,
yeah.
and unless some other great deal, because I'm not trying to pay 7% interest right now. And
No. It's not worth it. Just wait. Wait it out.
if a deal comes, and there are deals right now, but they're all for electric cars, and I live in an apartment without like electric charging, so that's not really an option
Oh,
for me.
yeah, that makes sense.
Or I mean, like it could, and I looked into it, and apparently some people do it, but it's like you know, as irresponsible with as I am about gas and like, "Oh, I'll fill it up next time." Uh,
Yeah.
I'll end up in a situation where like, yeah, I can't get there, and also now I have a 2-hour recharge.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
So
Oh, man.
I could go into work, and I think they have some in the new parking garage. I think they have some chargers. So,
Oh, that's nice.
but then
Where,
I have to go into work, and
uh
normally I work from home every day.
oh, yeah. That seems inconvenient. Okay, so let me ask you this. Unrelated to all the things we're talking about, we're gonna move on to a new topic of New Year's resolutions because you
Uh,
weren't here for that episode and we didn't do an episode in February, so we didn't get to do a little catch up then. So I want to know what your opinion on New Year's resolutions are. I've already given mine, and mine, I'll just do a quick little recap, is I don't believe in them. And I think it's great to have, like, goals and, like, kind of an idea of what you wanna do, but I don't necessarily believe in being like, "I have this resolution and I have to stick to it," and all of that, but I wanna know what your thoughts are.
I mean, I don't ever make New Year's resolutions. But like I see the point. Like for me, it's just like, oh, why would I do it? I'm gonna commit to this thing today because the numbers changed in the date. Like the date rolled over to the 1/1 again.
Mhm.
Uh, But also it's fine as a reason to do it. I guess I don't have a problem with it. Or so like it's not like I don't. I think that they're dumb or anything, but I don't really do them.
I just don't think that I don't think that they actually work as intended, if you will. I
Well, I think they usually don't. Like they've done studies and like
yeah,
people give them up.
most
That doesn't mean they're
people don't
completely like
stick to them.
if it works for some people, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, look, to each their own. If you are a full believer and that's the only way, like you need the new year to come around so that way you can start that new workout or whatever your goal is. I'm gonna eat better this year, or I'm gonna, if you need the year to come around and so you can feel like you can start fresh to do that thing, and then that's what is actually gonna keep you doing that thing, then absolutely go for it. Do it. I believe in you. Believe in yourself, like, go for it. But for me, I find it detrimental if you
Mm,
put, like, a name to it. So, being like, "Okay, it's a New Year resolution, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna, like, work out, I'm gonna diet, I'm gonna go to physical therapy," whatever it is. I I feel like when I don't reach those goals that I had set forth for myself within that certain amount of time that I had planned on, then I just get down on myself for not doing it. So just to me, it feels
mhm,
detrimental. It feels like, well, why am I even doing this? So after a while, I used to do it when I was younger for like a minute. I tried it out. And I was
yeah.
like, this is crazy. I'm never going to stick to this. I know that like my ADHD is just like not capable of meeting these goals in the time frame that I'm setting forth for myself.
Mhm,
So, like, yeah, I have goals, I have plans, I have intentions. My intentions are to get my health right this year. I'm gonna work harder to get healthier, like, take care of all of my physical ailments and try and make them better, which, oh my god, did forget to mention, speaking of health things, I definitely wanted to say, if you ever get an injury, if you ever have an injury of any kind, definitely try to rehabilitate it as soon as possible because it will save you so much agony. Agony! And money. And
agony.
money. Let's just not even talk about the pain. How about money? It'll save you money because then you don't have to go to as many sessions as you do trying to reverse the crap that happened before if you're just, like, fixing the issue in the first place, so definitely it'll save you a lot of money. Did you ever fix your 3D printer? I'm gonna assume you did not.
Nope.
It's okay. Surprisingly, randomly, my cousin bought one. And then my
Oh, no way.
other cousin bought one. They don't live here, but, uh, yeah, when my cousin was here the last time, he was talking to my dad, and he's like, "Yeah, I got this 3D printer," and he was, like, showing him pictures of stuff he made. I was like, "Oh, cool." And then when my aunt
Nice.
came and visited the other day, both of her kids are the ones who bought them. When my aunt came and visited, she brought these cute little, card holders. They're just very simplistic. They're just like a little, I don't wanna say a U shape, but, like, because it doesn't go all the way around, but it's like a little bent, like, half
It's
circle.
shaped like it's shaped like me?
Uh, and then you put your, like, playing cards, and it fits, like, 12 or 14, I can't remember. So it's really, really cute. You get to not have to hold your cards and just see them all at once. And for people who have small hands, very handy.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. For, like, playing cards or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, then you can have them
Gotcha.
all, like, lined up and facing you, and you can organize them.
When you're getting into
Nice.
those Uno matches, you play cards with your family a lot,
Oh,
right?
all the time, yeah. Yeah, we're
What kind of games do you play?
um, most of the time we play, gin, s and
Mm,
that's, like, pretty much every
I've
night.
never played it.
Gin or rummy, I don't know what the difference is, apparently there's a difference.
I thought it was
It's
one
like
I
the
thought it was
same
gin
thing,
rummy,
right? Yeah, so there's gin, and then there's gin rummy, and then there's rummy? I
and then
don't
there's
know,
rummy.
like, it's very confusing to me,
Interesting.
but they only play
Weird.
one way, and they don't know which way it is, so
Yeah,
they don't
house
know.
rules, alright.
Yeah.
My mom's side of the family, my mom, they play spades a lot. Spades are hearts.
Yeah, they play spades usually when my other cousins come visit. They'll just
Mm,
show up randomly and be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" But I mean, they call to make sure we're here and stuff. But
mm.
they always come on Saturdays and it's movie night, so I don't get to really hang out with them because I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm like, "Okay, I'll hang out for a minute and say hi," and then they play spades, and spades, you have to have a team, so it's an odd number if I join,
Oh
so we have
yeah.
to play something else, but they like playing spades, so I just let them do their thing. I'm like, "Y'all have
Mm,
fun," and then I'll just like, anytime we're in between movies, I'll go in there and be like, "How's it going? What are you guys doing? Who's
yeah.
winning?" Trying to, like, be involved a little bit,
Right.
but,
Yeah, yeah,
still let
yeah.
them do their own thing, which, I mean,
That's
I'll
nice
play
that you
here and
see
there.
them though.
Yeah. It's nice because, like, we're out here so far, like, nobody comes out here, so when they show up, it's nice. And then when my other cousin shows up, well, he lives in, where is he now? I don't know, Colorado or something, but he flies in every, like, I don't know, few months, and then he'll come and visit my dad and stuff, so it's nice. It's nice when they come around, but, then the other game that we play is called Lowdown, which I have a pack right here. Actually, I'll show you. Well, I can't show them, but I'll show you because it's a little tiny card game, but it's so cute.
Hmm.
So you lay out the cards, and this I'm really just kind of
Does the
telling
cars
you.
have I well, I see cars with
Yes,
colors and numbers on them.
yes. So the cards Lowdown, it's called Lowdown. The one that I have is Lowdown Go, so it's a smaller pack, but I can't find the big packs. I'm so upset about it. Like, I've
Hmm.
even looked online and they just don't exist. I don't know what happened. Like, they just didn't get big enough to.
Maybe you can get them on eBay or something.
Maybe, but it would be easier because the cards are so small. But I think maybe part of it is just the fact that you have to make a grid of 9 cards, so 3 by 3.
Oh,
So if you had big cards, you'd be taking up, like, the entire table and it'd be maybe too much.
oh, I see.
But they're so hard to shuffle because 'cause they're so tiny.
Right.
But yeah, anybody that, can find Lowdown, it's a great game for any age, like, I think on here it says 7 and up, but we've had younger than that play, and, like, they kinda just follow whatever you tell them to do, but it everybody gets to have fun. So, it's cards that are different colors and different numbers, and the numbers are only really relevant and if you, like, in the game early. But what you do is you, try to pick up a row. It's kinda like tic-tac-toe, but with cards a little bit. You wanna match
Mm,
the card colors, and then you pick up a row once you, uh once you do 3 of the same color. Make sense?
okay.
And then the goal is to, like, get rid of your entire grid before anybody else. It's
Oh, so you
very
have your
simple.
own everyone has their own
Everybody has
grid.
their own grid, and then you draw or
I
you pick up, and then you just match the.
Do you take turns or do you just all play at the same time?
You take turns. You take
Uh,
turns. Yeah, which is can't even imagine if you played all at the same time. But yeah, you take turns. So you really kind of want to like look ahead because whoever you're giving a card to might need that card that you're going to throw away and you don't want to give it to them so they can pick their row up. You want to try and like sabotage them a little bit. So you got to kind of think ahead a little bit. But it's a really fun game and it's very very simple to learn. It's very easy, but it's fun, especially when you like get the cards where you can steal cards from other people. That one's always fun.
uh, I also
We do play
and
Uno
then this
too.
is fair enough. This is reminding me that I got some Jackbox games in the Humble Bundle.
Ooh, which one?
I don't
I
remember.
can't remember which
I'm
ones I
logging
have.
in to see.
I don't have Steam open, and I have to log in to do that, so I ain't gonna do that right now. Cause I gotta pull up my password manager, and it's a whole thing.
Password
My
manager.
password manager.
Why don't you use a password
I do use a
manager?
password manager.
Well, I'm
I
glad
do,
that you use a
all because of
password
you. It's all your
manager.
fault. It's all your
Well,
fault.
you're
It
welcome.
would be great if it was like compatible with like an app on your phone.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Then I'd be all for
I
it.
mean, you can
There's
use
gotta be
those. That's
one.
fine. Well, there are, but like then you have stuff that's stored in the cloud,
Yeah, I don't
and
want cloud things. I just wanna be able to I want a solo app that I can download and then import the information, but it doesn't get saved to the cloud. Do you know what I mean? It just saves
yeah,
internally on the phone and internally on the
I
computer.
mean that there might be something
It's
like that.
gotta
I
be a
don't know.
thing. Hey, guys,
I don't know.
do you know of a password
Hey,
manager that you can use on your phone that's not gonna save to the cloud and also on your computer? Because that's what I want. Don't forget, we have stickers now. Check them out. If you want one, let me know. They're super cute. Here's the holographic ones. Oh my god, aren't they pretty? Ooh, ooh. Okay, that just sounds like I'm a ghost, but you get the point. But yeah, stickers, yay! I'm so excited about it. I have not had the chance to actually make the shop yet, but if you want one, just hit me up in the comments or message me on Discord. And I will definitely let you guys know as soon as we do launch the shop because I'm so excited. They're so cute and I hope you guys love them and just put them on everything. Just put them on everything. Put them on cups, put them on your laptop, put them on your bags. I don't know, whatever it is. Just put them all over the place. Put them on your car. Share. Love you guys. You got anything that you maybe want to like do for the next episode that we can kind of tease?
next episode I'll be revealing my secret recipe for the world's greatest pecan pie.
For real? You
No,
made
I don't. I don't.
you
Well, I
made a
mean, it's and then
pie?
also like pecans. Do you say
Do you
pecan or pecan?
say there
Pecan.
we go. That's a bonus
Uh,
segment here.
well, it's
Do
them,
you
and then
say
it's sugar, and then it's a pie crust. The end.
do you say pecan? Pecan? Or pecan?
Pecan.
Pecan?
I said pecan.
Pecan?
Y'all want some pecan pie?
Or pecan?
Pecan.
But I like to be
Are you a
annoying
pecan?
and say it in an annoying
Are you a
way.
pecan or a pecan?
Ah! Ah! You're all pecans! You're all pecans because they're all peas.
Oh, I see. I get it.
You're all peas, our favorite peas. They're all pecans. I believe in you. Okay, pecan or pecan. I like saying pecan because it sounds silly. But I think I say pecan.
I think I also say pecan.
Yeah. Like if I'm saying it
Pecan pie.
normal,
Pecan
pecan.
pie. Pecan pie.
But
Pecan
I
pie.
say pecan to be extra.
Pecan.
Like there's just certain words I say certain ways to be extra
Pecan.
because it's fun.
Are you pecan?
Are you pecan?
Thanks for listening to our podcast, Your Fave Pod. I
I
don't know.
think they already
Yeah,
know where
maybe.
they are since they've been here the whole time.
Yeah, but you gotta say it. You gotta say it again.
Gotta remind them
You got because it's a plug.
to plug in our own podcast.
Make sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe for more.
Yay!
Subscribe for more. Or die.
It's too much. Too much.
This is threat for you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope
Watch
you
again or else.
enjoyed our conversational episode
Yeah,
and
let us know what you think.
come back next month for our regular episode with our segments. We will have all the segments. And I'm very excited to share some upcoming things with you guys in the next episode. So we'll see you then. Bye. Thanks for hanging out.
Goodbye.
Don't forget to like the episode and comment and subscribe. Woo! And hang out with us on social media.
Yeah, or
Bye.
don't. Whatever you feel like. The end.